Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called Res Arcana. Res Arcana is a game designed by Tom Lehman. I'm not actually sure how you say his last name, but I went to church with a guy named Lehman, so that's what I'm going to say. Published by Sandcastle Games. Plays some amount of players. Let's see. 2 to 4 players in about 30 to 60 minutes, which is probably pretty accurate. It's a pretty quick game. And what you're doing in this game is you are basically a mage. Is there a theme? I didn't look at the theme because again I don't care about that, but 2 to 4 alchemical mages vie for control of ancient monuments and places of power. As a mage, you use your magical essences and items to build artifacts, activate powers, and command dragons. That's the theme. What that boils down to is you're going to have an engine, a complete deck of 9 cards, one of those being your mage. So 8 cards plus your mage. You're trying to use those cards, that's it, that's all you're getting, no more, to create the most efficient engine to produce goods, to play cards, activate cards, maybe attack other players, buy monuments, buy places of power, to be the first player to get 10 points. That's it. Not a whole lot of stuff that you have, but the decisions that you have with that stuff, that's pretty crunchy. So that's enough talking about it. Let's go down the table and see how plays out. Alright, so here's a game of Res Arcana, all set up for 2 players. To set up, you're going to put all the seats of power out. I'm using the advanced side here, just different way to score, different activations on the cards. You're going to shuffle the monuments, flip 2, which I've done over there. You're going to put out the magic items here, somewhere on the table, which I've done. Each player is going to get all 5 of the essences. That's the 4 essences plus 1 gold. In this instance only, gold is considered an essence. You're going to get 2 mage cards. You're going to keep 1. So this player has kept the transmuter, which gives them that special ability. And this player has kept the duelist, which gives them some income and that special ability. Then each player is going to get 8 artifact cards. They can look through them, see what they have going on, and then they're ready to go. And then in reverse turn order, we're going to draft a magic item. So they took death and life. This player took calm and Elan, which I'll probably call fire and water, but they're calm and Elan. And each player will get one of these cards. It's got icons and it's got more icons. So just a bunch of icons on it. I have them both over here so I can know what's going on. Then we're ready to play. So starting with player 1, you're going to do 1 action on your turn. And the actions are pretty simple. You're going to place an artifact. So play a card from your hand by paying the cost. You're going to claim a monument, pay 4 gold, take the monument or whatever, yeah, 4 gold. You're going to discard a card from your hand to gain a gold or 2 essence. So discard, they kind of get tucked under your deck so you know they're discarded. You're going to use a power, so I could if I had a card that I could tap like this one, I could tap it or turn it sideways, exhaust it, whatever you want to call it, or you can pass. Passing will be how you're going to get new magic items and draw a card. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so this player is first. What they're going to do is they're going to draw 3 cards. We're going to have 3 cards to start. So we draw 3 cards. So I'll just put the deck off camera. They're going to draw 3 cards as well. Deck off camera, okay. Then we're going to look and see what we have. So these are the cards that they have. Now, you're trying to be the first player to get to 10 points. And the way you're going to be doing that is by playing cards, getting monuments, getting seats of power, places of power, and having the first player marker will help. If you can do that, it triggers the end of the game, and then whoever has the most points is the winner. So these cards are worth a point. So I actually want to get one of those played if I could. So I'm actually going to go ahead and, for my first action, I'm going to play the Ring of Midas. So that cost me a life and a gold. And then I play it. Now I have this down here. I have a point, and now I'm ready to be able to do that one of those actions on the turn. I could do them both if I had some life, because one of them has to tap. If you have to tap it, then you know you're kind of done. But that's my turn. This player's turn. What do they have? Oh, first thing, we should have gotten income, sorry. So they're going to get a fire, and they're going to take a life. And I would get a fire as well. Okay. So this player has these cards, and they want to play... They're going to play the Hand of Glory. I like the Hand of Glory. It's a fun card. So this will hang out down here. They're going to play this. They have to spend a life and a death. Now they have the Hand of Glory that they can use, and that's their turn. So back to me. I would like to get some green somehow. All right, I'm going to use my mage. So I'm going to tap the mage. I'm going to drop 2 resources, and I can convert them into 3 resources. So I want 2 life, and I'm going to take a death. And that's my turn. I activated the power. So now it's this player's turn. They are... Can they play another card yet? They cannot. Ooh, maybe. Nope. So they want to... They're going to use this card. They're going to take 2 death. And that's going to give all rivals 1 death. Which I appreciate. Alright, now back to me. I'm going to do this. So I'm going to spend 2 life. And I'm going to put a gold on the card. And I'll explain why that's important in a little bit. Okay, back to this player. Can they play any of their cards? No, but they're going to activate their mage ability as well. They'll do that. They'll pay a death. And they'll get a gold on their card. Alright. So done. Back to me. I'm going to activate this card. Put another gold on it. Alright. Back to this player. They don't have 2 death anymore. They can't play that. Yeah, you know, I'm going to actually discard. They're going to discard the water dragon. So it kind of gets tucked under your deck like this when you discard it. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it gets tucked under your deck. And then they can take 2 resources of their choice, or 1 gold, and they're going to take a death and a life. All right, done. Back to me. I have 3 death. There's nothing I can really do with that. I'm actually going to discard my dragon as well. So I'll discard it. And I'm going to take 2 resources. Let's just take a life and a fire. Oh, man. Lame. Okay, done. Back to this player. They are now going to play the crypt. I'll just put it on top of this card because it doesn't matter. They're going to play 3 resources. So they're going to do these 3 and 2 death. And now they can get some death, which is cool. Ooh, that's nice. All right. So back to me. I only have 1 card left, and I don't think I can play it. Oh, I can. That's what I was doing. So I'm going to play my card as well. I need these 3 and 2 death. And now I played this card. Done. And they're actually going to pass. So when you pass, what happens is you take the first player marker. You become first player to pass. And then you're going to switch your magic item with another one. And they're going to take this one. And I think they're going to do alchemy. Oh, no. Let's do this one. They want to draw a card. So they're going to take that one. And then I'm going to pass as well. So I'll get rid of this. I actually want to take... I want to take this one. Alright. Then what happens is you straighten up all your cards. So untap, unexhaust, whatever you want to call it. And you draw a card. So you're going to draw a card into your hand. Your deck only has 8 cards in it. So it's a balance of when you want to use these cards, when you discard, and all that kind of stuff. Try to not get crazy here so you can see it. Okay, and then this player's first. So we'll do one more round. Now, first thing we're going to do is we're going to collect income. Notice we put stuff on cards last time. That's going to be stuff we can take off now, which I'm going to do. So I'll get 2 gold. This will give me a life and a death, which is pretty cool. And this player will get their gold. They'll get a fire. And I think that's it. Yep, that's it. Okay. Now, and they're first and they're ready to go. The card that they got in their hand is the guard dog. Do I want to play that? I don't know if they necessarily want to play that right now. So they're not going to do that right now. They will instead tap this one to get 2 death. Okay. Then my turn. I have this card. Ooh, I need a lot of stuff. That's a cool card though. Ooh. Alright, so I think what I want to do is gain go. Ooh. Alright, so I'm going to spend I'm actually going to discard my card because I can't pay for it right now, so I'm going to discard it. I'm going to take 2 resources. I'm going to take 2 greens, and then I'm done. That's my turn. This player, they're going to use this card, which will give them 2 death and me 1 death. So 2 death and 1 death. All right. Then back to me. I'm going to play this card. I'm going to spend 2 life to put a gold on this card. All right, back to them. They'll go ahead and activate this. They'll get a gold on that card. Done. Okay, back to me. I don't have any cards in my hand, so I will go ahead and tap this one for a gold. Back to them. They do have a card. They have the guard dog, though. They don't really want to do that. That's lame. So they're going to do this. They're going to play their power and draw, discard a death, and they get to draw 1 card. See what they get. So they have a dancing sword, which is pretty nice. So they would like to play that. All right. So my turn. I'm going to use this. I'm going to discard a death, and I get to untap a card. So I'm going to untap this card. All right, back to that player. They want to try to play this. What do they need? A fire and a gold, and they will play that. So they'll spend a fire and a gold. And they will play this card. It's getting a little busy over here, but that's fine. We'll make it work. So they did that. Back to me. I'm going to exhaust this card again, put a gold on it. Back to them. It doesn't do anything for them right now. It's just a defense and some income. They're going to discard this card to take a gold. When you discard a card, you can take a gold or 2 other essences, but they're going to use it to get the gold. Okay. Then back to me. I'm going to do this. Get rid of these and turn them into 3 life, so they'll keep 1 and just take 2 more. Oh, I guess I get to discard the 2 and take them. Just kidding. There we go. And done. And they're actually going to pass right now, so they'll flip this over. They'll get a new magic item, and they're going to just take something that gives them some resources. I think they're going to take this one. Okay. Then back to me, I have 4 of these, so I'm going to play 2 of these. That'll put a fire on this card. I'm going to do it one more time because they're done, so I can keep going. Put a fire on this card. Okay? Oh, 3 fire, so that'd be 6 fire. Learn to read. Okay, and then do I want to be done? I think I'm done. So I am done. So I'm going to pass as well. I'm going to take this, and I want to take, dang, the one they took. I'll just take this one. I want to draw a card. All right, so then we flip the cards, write everything. Just kind of tuck them in so you have all the, make sure nothing's covered up that's important. Okay. Then write and write. All right, then you can collect all the components on your card if you want to, and I will. Any income, so I get a life and a death. Draw a card. They're going to take this. They get 2 fire and a death. And they'll take a water. Draw a card. All right. So now it's that player's turn again. And they are, we'll play through one more round because I want to show you a monument and all that stuff. Let's see. They're going to go ahead and just discard their card. That's something they could have paid for, but they're going to discard it anyway. So they discard the card, and they're going to take a gold. Now, it's back to me. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to buy this Seat of Power. So to buy it, you have to pay the cost. So I have to spend 3 gold. Then, what I can do is I can then activate these things, one of these powers, to get gold on the card. Because this card is going to be worth 1 point for every gold on the card. So this is something that I'm trying to do right now. So let's put it up here. That's mine. You can hang out here. That's fine. So that's that. I bought a place of power. There's 5 of these. So there's a race to kind of get these. All right, then this player, what they want to do is they want to buy a monument. So they're going to go ahead and do that. And they are going to spend 4 gold. And they're going to buy this monument because it's worth 2 points. So we'll go here. That's a card in their tableau. And when you build a monument, a new monument immediately comes out. Okay, so this monument, they can exhaust it and discard a card, put a gold on this card, which is pretty cool. All right, so back to me. I need to get a water somehow. So let's do this. Let's exhaust my transmuter. I'm going to spend 2 fire, turn that into 2 water and a life. And that's my turn. All right, back to them. They're going to use their monument. So they'll exhaust it. They'll get rid of one of their fires and they'll put a gold on the card. And back to me, I'm going to put 1 of everything on here. Or discard 1 of everything. Death, water, life, fire. And that's going to let me put a gold on this card. Now that card is worth 1 point, which is cool. All right, back to the other player. They want to... They're going to go ahead and use this card. So they're going to take 2 death, and they'll give me a death. 2 death. 1 death, that was their turn. All right, and I'm going to spend 1 good. I'm going to use my magic item. So exhaust that, discard a fire, and I get to draw a card. I now have the hammer, dwarven pickaxe. Nice, so I have 2 cards. All right, back to them. They're going to use this card. Let's see. They're actually going to use it for their ability, the card's ability, the second ability. So they're going to spend a death, and they're going to place 1 of your discards at a 2 discount. So they're going to go ahead and play this one for free. They'll just go out here. Again, it's a little cluttered mess on the table. I understand that, but I'm just trying to show you how the game works. And the dancing sword is also out, so we'll just put that there. All right. Back to me. What cards do I have? A vault. I'm going to play the vault. That costs a gold, and anything I'll spend a fire. And I now play the vault. Okay. Back to this player. They have a lot of stuff going on. So they're going to spend 2 death. They're going to use their fountain. They're going to exhaust it. And they get to put 2 water and a life on that card. All right. Back to me. I will use the vault. Tap that, put a gold on the card. Done. Back to them. What do they have left? They have their defense card, which isn't going to do much. They're going to go ahead and exhaust their mage, which will give them a gold on the card. Okay. Then back to me. I have a bunch of stuff still, so I can do this. Put a gold on the card. They're going to pass, so they will keep this, swap these out, and they're just going to take protection because it's starting to get a little hairy, I think. Then it's back to me. So what card do I have here? Pickaxe. I will play the pickaxe for 1 fire. Let's get these over here. Elan, you know, that's what it is. And then I don't think I can do anything else. So I think I'll be done as well. So I'm going to pass. I'll get rid of my magic item. And I'll take this one. Straighten up everything. They got to straighten up everything. They have a lot more cards than me, so let's try to just keep it organized here. Resources. No goods on that one. Done. Done. And their mage. Okay, flip. Flip. Draw a card. Okay, so they'll draw a card. Alright, and that's how the game's going to keep going. So you're trying to be the first player to get to 10. So right now this player has 1, 2 points. This player has 2, 3 points. But it'll start amping up from there once people start buying seats of power and places of power and all that kind of thing. So that's how you play Res Arcana. Let's go up the top. See what you think about it. Alright, well, that was Res Arcana. So, like we normally do here, let's talk about some components. Let's look at the rulebook first. This rulebook is a nice rulebook. It's got setup, round order on the back, which is fantastic. Inside, it gives you a breakdown of some images, a setup picture, what to do on your turn, the actions that you can do, all the powers, glossary, other things that you may have questions about. But once you learn it, it's pretty easy. If you have the setup and the round overview, it's pretty easy to play just from this once you've played it and you remember it. So solid rulebook. Components. This component tray is fantastic. These are all the essences and then the 5 times essence. Like if I had 5 life or whatever, I could mark that. Really nice. Doesn't spill out there. I love it. There's also another setup card and round summary on a big cardboard tile, which is amazing. Each player will get an iconography card, which is really nice. The places of power are double-sided, really nice cardboard quality, good art, clean graphic design, all that's really nice. The magic items are fantastic. When it's active, when you've passed, looks really good. All those are fantastic. You saw those in the overview. And the cards are really nice quality. They're not like linen finish or anything, but they're nice. They don't get a ton of shuffling really. You're not doing a lot of shuffling, maybe once or twice throughout the game and at the beginning. The art is really great, really good iconography there. The dragons are real cool. I show you a dragon. Here's the water dragon like I showed you in the overview. Great art. Those are fantastic cards. All the monuments have really nice art. Different special abilities. They're all fantastic too. Tons of different mages that are all going to give you a special ability, maybe some income. Fantastic cards. Great production. No issue there. Cool insert as well. The insert's pretty quality. I like all that. So let's talk about gameplay. This gameplay is fantastic. I played this once with my friend Chris, and then I got it for Christmas, I think, last year. And my buddy Brandon was over. We were just playing some older games off the shelf because that's what we like to do. And I busted this one out and we played it and it was great. This is just a pure engine builder. Pure engine builder, but with a limited number of cards. So you're using these cards, you're cycling through, you're discarding them to get things, you're building them, you're destroying them, you're building them again. You're trying to draw cards when you can. Again, you only have 8 cards plus your mage, so 9 cards total. And you're just trying to do what you can to produce resources, spend those resources, buy cards, monuments, places of power, to score the most points. That's it. The way you're doing that, though, that's the puzzle. We're all going to go about it differently because we all have different cards. But how we do that, that's the game. It's a fantastic game. I love it. I can't wait to dive into it more because I had a great time and I forgot how good it was. So, all that being said, this is going to get a BGM accepted seal. This is going to get an 8 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 4 out of 5 wrenches on our arbitrary wrench scale. That means absolutely nothing, but we have to give it the games that we enjoy, and that's what we're going to do. So that is Res Arcana from Sandcastle Games. I'm Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.